I want you to get up right now and go to the window, open it, and stick your head out and yell, "I'm as mad as hell, and I'm not gonna take this anymore!" I want you to get up right now. Get up.
This is BBC One. We've interrupted our programmes for a news report.
I just need to interrupt you for a moment because we just heard the news. Let's talk now to our political correspondent, Robin Brandt, who's been getting across this story. Robin, what more can you tell us?
Well, it seemed a little bizarre, to be honest. He stood at the top of that cliff talking of his relief. He talked about how happy he was, that looked like a man who was immensely relieved to be leaving the stage.
A leading light of the digital age, a visionary, an icon.
Well, I did try to talk to him once at a party, and he was super rude to me.
Good evening. We have breaking news for you tonight.
I
don't know quite what to say. I tried to write some notes and think of really good things to say, but there wasn't much.
Well, Steve and I, about 4 years ago, had a joint.
So what are you going to miss most about that? I don't think there's one thing you can say what you're going to miss most. No. I think, yeah, we're all going to miss Steve a lot. Yeah.
Thank you for thinking differently.
Hang on, whoa. What exactly has Steve Lockwood ever done for us?
Single-handedly rescuing our TPA support model with our most difficult clients until someone took the role away from him.
And what about when he did that well plan implementation all by himself? He did the data, the counts, the BC, and the interfacing, and nobody even said thank you.
Okay, apart from single-handedly running the office and being TPA support manager and that effing well-planned installation, what else has Steve Lockwood done for us?
Fixing the coffee machine, fixing the environment for the admin UI refresh and nobody else can help. The CSC, SPVA, HR, payroll, data interface, task language, large screen TV above my head.
Okay, well, apart from single-handedly running the office, TPA support manager, the well-planned installation, fixing the ground floor coffee machine, setting up the environments for the admin UI refresh when no one else could be bothered, what else has Steve Lockwood done for us?
fixed my iPhone on more than one occasion. Got me lost in Crawley after a night out. Got me home from any sort of drinking related event on more than one occasion. I'll never run out of dishwasher tablets or apple ties.
Okay, apart from single-handedly manning the office, TPA support manager, the well-planned installation,
fixing the ground floor coffee machine, environment for you, refresh, something or other, CSC, task language, pen server, big TV, blah blah blah. Vicky's iPhone, Vicky's Costco purchases. Helping Vicky log, there's a lot for Vicky here. Logging on for home, getting Vicky home after drinking a skinful. Well, haven't we all done that? Getting Vicky lost in Crawley, setting up Vicky's desks, setting up Vicky's new starters. Apart from all that,
what has Steve Lockwood ever done for us? Okay, I suppose Steve Lockwood has done quite a lot for us, but never mind.
So bad things about losing Steve. Well, we're going to be losing a championship badminton player. We're going to miss definitely the entertainment on the court and the tantrums, but it's been good fun getting the league back up together and getting everyone involved. Also, selfishly, who am I going to ask to fix my iPhone when I eventually break it? However, the office will be a lot quieter, definitely without you around, Steve, and definitely pointing out my inability to actually use any sort of technology. You will be missed, very much so. I hope your new team are as cool as we are, but just remember not to comment on their coffee making skills too early on in the job. Bye.
It's the end of an era. Good luck for the future, Steve. So, Steve, we hear you're leaving the company. It was a major shock, to say the least. I certainly didn't think you'd ever find a job outside of Bristol. It's a affiliate consultant based in Reading. Bit of a shock, but then we find out you're working from home, so yeah, that kind of makes sense. Just to say thanks for all your help and effort with the weird queries that I've put your way in the last couple of years, task language, DC related, that kind of stuff. And also, just to say that you're probably the only person in the whole of the pension software industry that's kind of made swearing acceptable, I think. I wouldn't say cool, because that would be giving us all a bad name, but great stuff anyway. And good luck in the new job. Cheers, bye.
I wish you all the best, Steve. I hope we win the lottery and I don't never have to work again. It'd be lovely. I'm sure you're going to love it where you're going. Not a long commute, I understand, but yeah, so it'll be interesting to see how it pans out. But anyway, good luck, mate, and I'll beat you out the door.
Hi, Steve. Very sorry to hear you're going. We go back a long way. I remember when you joined ProFund as a 13-year-old. You were so young then, and in many ways you're still so young now, but thanks for all your help over the years. Best of luck for the future, and hope you enjoy your new job with the Heat Authority.
I was thinking back to when we first met, Steve, which was on my first interview here, and I come up to the building, worked out I was in the right place, and it was early. I had 10 or 15 minutes to hang outside, and there was this rather shifty-looking figure stood outside, leaning against the wall, having a fag, and it was you, and. I was obviously nervous, and you were stood there, and I was hanging about, and then I finally decided to ask you if you worked here, and you said, "Oh yeah," and I thought, "Oh okay," and fate was shining on me that day, because I was still undecided about whether I was doing the right thing, and I said to you, "What's it like working here?" And you said, "It's all right." You're such a liar.
Good luck, Steve. Good luck with your job. I hear you're doing STP, so good luck with that configuration. As you know, with releases, it just works straight out of the box, so you won't have anything to worry about. Following on from Carl, yeah, I did ask you when I joined here as well, and then you told me no, it's probably not worth joining, but by the time it was a bit too late because I had already joined, so your advice came a bit too...
You met so many nice people.
Yeah, well,
and then
Paul, and then I met Paul, yes.
And a badminton player.
Oh yeah, that's a good point. You spoke about a badminton player. Somebody who can lose to Carl is preferable. Yeah.
I'd forgotten about that. I really had forgotten about that.
One
of my happiest memories. It's a shame because
it's very nice of you to actually lose for Carl on your one of your last sessions, just to give him a bit of a confidence boost.
I think I'm going to retire now on a high. But Steve used to be really good. Well, there was a time where he was so good, he deliberately turned up without his shirt one day, and he still beat us all despite running around for an hour wearing a North Face fleece.
Well done though for a new job, living the dream, working from home, lots of money, all those women probably. You've got it all sorted, it seems. Just hope you remember us fine folks. Yeah, well done you.
Good luck.
Oh,
Hi Steve, good luck in your new job. It's always reassuring when the person that interviews you leaves about 2 months later. But it was really good knowing you very briefly. Thanks for all your help.
Hi Steve. Yeah, thanks for all the help you've given me since I joined Equinity, and I'm sorry for any aggro I ever gave you when I worked at PBS, but I'm sure you enjoyed it really. Yeah, best of luck in the future in your new job.
Thanks Steve, thanks for all the help you've given us, thanks for kicking my ass at badminton. I don't think I ever beat you once. Sorry for all the aggro I gave you at PBSL. And I am getting a bit of a complex that as soon as a lot of Northerners came here, you handed your notice in. But anyhow, good luck in your new job, mate.
Hi Steve, good luck in the new job, congratulations. Yeah, thanks for your help during my brief time here. And yeah, I'm sure I'll see you around in Bath sometime soon.
Steve, congratulations on your new job at Affinity. It's been an emotional few years working with you, from the early days working on the synchronised testing together to the various nights out that we've had together. I've heard that for the first few weeks you're going to be working with Mark Kingston as your mentor. I'm sure that'll put you in good stead for the rest of your career at Affinity. What more can I say? It's been emotional, stay in touch and good luck for the future. Cheers.
Hi Steve, sorry you're leaving. Haven't known you for long, but I was warned about you when I started. Just want to say thanks for the crossover cable. Cheers.
Hi Steve, it's been a long time. I was thinking back to our days at ProFund, remembering you with your gel back hair, your Ministry of Sound jacket, your MR2 with your soft toys on the back seat, and the amount of grief you used to get for all of them. And if you remember, we all used to call you Slick, which doesn't seem to have stuck for some reason, I don't know why. I always remember when you came for your interview here at Claybrook and Vicky was completely confused because of the South Park tie you wore to the interview. I don't think she knew whether it was a style statement or a I don't really want the job sort of statement, but she got convinced and she employed you anyway. And it's been, what, 10 years? It's had its ups and downs, but I think on the whole it's been a good experience. I always remember how you enjoyed your time for the first couple of months at Claybrook when you were stuck in Crawley, in a corner, no one talking to you, till Vicky remembered you were there and decided you could actually work from the office. The other things I remember was the office cricket and baseball and various other games which I'm sure other people have mentioned. As always, you were very competitive. It was always fairly dangerous for those of us not playing as the balls flew around our heads, but it was fun. Not particularly professional, but we won't go there, but it was fun. You know so much, Steve, and we will definitely miss you. You are a source of lots of information and that will definitely be missed. Have a wonderful time. You and Chris Sanders, I'm sure it will be a marriage made in heaven, or at least cause us lots of entertainment. Good luck. Hope it goes really well. Bye.
Hi, Steve. Hi, Steve. Hi, Steve. So it's a shame that you're leaving, but it was a pleasure to work with you for like 3 months, but I wish we could just spend more time together so that I could just get your skills. So good luck in your new job, and I hope you're gonna be much happier in your new job. So yeah.
Good luck in your new job, Steve. Hope you get on really well there. It's been great working with you, and I'm sure we'll see you again in the future.
Well, Steve, it's been tricky finding something to say, but as Lockwood have it, I finished my shopping in record time, and so I had time to write something down. I'm a bit nervous, so you might see my hands trembling. I'm not looking to cover any favours or even say anything noble, but I'm sure you'll miss us when you view the Bath office from your new job, which I'm sure is but a field away. I'm sure that you duly considered the options of leaving, but it's probably a win-win situation for us all, especially as you've been here for such a long time. Mulk has kindly arranged for us to pool our meagre talents and drew up a complete list of people to don a costume and say something about your time here, both old and recent memories, which will then be uploaded to the web. I have no memories and no costume. I estimated that this bit would last no more than 20 seconds, so I think my time is up. Sod off.
Yeah, I didn't really understand when he kept telling me he was going to see me the following Tuesday what that meant until he kept telling me see me next Tuesday, even when I wasn't in the following Tuesday. But yeah, I will miss him. Steve, I'll miss you, mate, and I wish you all the best. But there's one thing that really sticks in my head that used to make me giggle was you're the only man I've ever known to wear tracksuit bottoms in August and yet still play badminton. So I bet you'll enjoy installing touch with him as the client.
that never even crossed my mind. No. I keep saying to everyone, Steve is going to be a good client, and I guarantee that. To anyone who's watching, I guarantee Steve will be a good client. Just don't prove me wrong. Do you think we should mention his swearing? Because one thing Steve always does, whenever we've got someone new starting in the office, Steve will always say to me, "Oh, bollocks. We've got, say, Ben starting on Monday or Booster starting next week. I'm going to have to tone it down because I can't just swear in front of new people." And I think it's an initiation thing. Literally 5 minutes into their first day, he'll be like, "Right, who wants a cup of tea?" And I think it's
I find that deeply offensive.
A fight or flight.
That was the first time I'd heard the C word in an office
environment
around women when there was actually nothing going wrong at the time.
Yeah. But then Chris Webb has taken it to a new level.
Yes.
Yeah, at least it was in context.
It's true. Right, I've got to go and do some stuff. Good luck, Stephen.
Yes, Steve, we're really going to miss you. Everyone's going to miss you. I have no doubt about that. Cheers, mate.
Steve, I can only say what a pleasure it has been to work with a colleague who is even more miserable and cynical than myself. But seriously, many thanks for your help with the legislative work. You know you'll probably spout getting out in time. The last analyst who worked with me has just successfully completed his course of therapy, and he looks so much better now he's not wearing a straitjacket. All the best for the future, Steve.